Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Call Allah, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahara Kakadash. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kakadash Barakathum. The Ba'anasai apostles who are elders who rule well. Also, blessings and salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth sincerity. Sincere Ahabathum Tequayim. Also, another blessings and salutations to the innumerable multitude, the women, men, and children that follow this truth in sincerity. This lesson is going to be based off of this medical plannedemic mutation, okay? Going back to Revelations chapter 12 and 12, it says, "Rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, for pretty much the end is near. The devil's coming down with great wrath, because he know if he have but a short time." All right. Now, why does those two link? Because this is nothing but a case of divide and conquer. All right. But the scheme of the divide and conquer reminds me of the story of the monkeys in a cage, where you take a banana, put at the top of the cage, take a ladder that leads to the banana, put monkeys in a cage. You can say 5, you can say whatever number. But the story, I believe, is 5 monkeys. It doesn't make a difference. But the point is that when these monkeys go individually up the ladder to retrieve the banana, of course, all the monkeys get sprayed, including the monkey himself that went for the banana. All of them get sprayed or shocked with water. They get shocked or they get sprayed with water. Either two, they pretty much get physically punished. All right. Every monkey pretty much is going to individually attempt to go up, get shocked until all of them get DP'd, don't want to go up. They're going to take one old monkey out, put a new monkey in. They're no longer going to shock and or spray water on that monkey. That new monkey, of course, is going to attempt to go up. Mind you, the punishment from the exterior is off, okay? That exterior meaning the government, right? Or whatever avenue you want to put it in. But that new monkey comes up. All the old monkeys beat on the new monkey. And being the fact that every time you go up there, everybody gets punished, right? So, Salaki, if I'm not telling the story already right, but you could look it up and get it. It's pretty much similar. I'm just, I read it a long time ago, but you'll get it, all right? But long story short, they pretty much program all these monkeys until eventually you have all new monkeys that won't go up this ladder, don't even know why. Right? But it's the sensus gentium type of effect. All right. I learned this also from my coaches and people who train me. If somebody shows up late, we all had to run a mile, 2 miles, while the other person sat there and had to watch us come back and cheer us on and shake our hands. Mind you, we pissed off, so that makes us make sure he doesn't come late. This is the same concept, all right? This mutation is a punishment on those who got the medical relief because, quote unquote, the people who don't want to get the medical relief, the medical plandemic is mutating through those said people. Therefore, this is not we're not going to get back to our normal lives. This is hey, you that haven't taken that medical relief, you better take it so we can get our lives back to normal before this thing changes. All right? This is a divide and conquer mechanism. All right? Now, we already know how this is going to go. All right? It don't take long when things happen overseas for it to make its way back to us in the U.S., the good old U.S. of A. What's happening overseas? Forcible plannedemic medication injection by force. Now, I'm not a good old red, white, and blue, good old boy, but dealing with logic, that is totally unconstitutional. That is not American. That's not democratic, or it's not democracy. I ain't gonna say democratic. It's not democracy. It's not pro my body, my choice. It's none of that, which is very hypocritical of this said nation to walk in that direction. Eventually, they're gonna push the people to problem, reaction, solution, demand for this those who don't get the medical relief medication to get it at any cost. Because I wouldn't be surprised if they said that this new mutation is can harm kids. You know, and when they say that, that's pretty much, that's going to be the tip of the iceberg. Because at first they say it wasn't for the kids. Now kids are getting the injections. You know, harming the kids. They said that when it first happened, they said pretty much Florida kids were in spring break. They were swimming, and it was like kids weren't getting sick, and it was like getting upset, saying, "Hey, just because y'all don't get sick, what about the older people?" and blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, the age start getting closer and closer to the young ones, you know, because at the end of the day, people aren't getting with this medical relief. All right, they're not with it. Nobody wants to. Majority of people don't want to get it. Alabama has a 40% rating when it comes to people who are getting the medical relief, which is the lowest in the country. And they're pushing for these people to get it. You know, the strongest of all the Americans, the Republican Party. You know, when I say the strongest, the ones that are super American, that believe in this place, believe in the system, they are totally against it. The Democrats are, as the scripture said, a house divided against itself shall not stand. They're all pro with it. And they already got a bad rap sheet from the things that they've done. And Esau is pretty much in a jam. He's in a dilly of a pickle. So he has to come with something quick, which is this mutation, this variant. In order to, and then through this variant, they say, hey, if nobody gets this medical relief, everybody's going to have to go back to the old ways. All right, business owners, they're not going to have that. You sheeple of American citizens that want to go out to your bread and circuses. You want to go to the clubs, you want to go to the concerts, you know, you want to go out and about, you want to have your picnics, your 4th of Julys, whatever you want to do. That is being threatened. So again, of course, you're going to demand for those said people to get that medical relief, problem, reaction, solution. We need to get these people to get the medical relief any way you can come up with. Please do this. That's what the public gonna say. Please do this. Get them to get the relief. Then the good old US of A is gonna say, you know what? I got it. I got a perfect idea. Really, they had the idea all along. They just wanted to feed the people, you know, the information so they can demand it, and also pretty much agree with the severities of how they're going to do it, which is ultimately by force. Right? Your rights are being taken away from you right before your eyes through fear. Right? And people are losing their marbles, and they're willing to do whatever. Now, what does that say about the men of the Lord? Men, women, and children of the Lord? As I've always said on the highways, and I say it again, this time is a beautiful time. This time is a pivotal time and a time of truth. Okay? Those who have been serving the Lord through in and throughout to their best abilities, keeping the commandments to their best abilities, believing, staying patient, staying faithful, those are going to be the ones that's going to be protected. You know how? No one knows. There's no like logical place that I could tell you. Go to address such and such. You go over here to eat. There's no place that I can tell you that's going to provide that. It's going to require a heap of faith, okay? A heap of hope. And all that comes from traveling, okay? And standing stiff for the name of the Lord. Standing stiff ain't meaning no matter what you believe in Him, because if you believe, you're not going to break, all right? There's going to be many reasons why you should break. They're going to threaten your children. They're going to threaten your livelihood. You know, you may have started to flourish in a society, you know, and Esau threatened to take it away. You may be flourishing in a society, Esau threatened to take it away. As I said, look at your Boosie Badass, your Juvenile, you know, the athletes. They all on TV telling you, come on, man. Come on. Just take this jab. $26 million, I believe it was billion, you know, telling people, come on, man, take this jab. You know, at first it started out as, we're trying to help you. Then it turned around as, you're the enemy. You know, how'd it go from night and day to you trying to help me? You ain't never helped nobody with nothing. All right? It's clear cut that crime is high within our society because of lack of education. Not because we're prone to violence, but because of lack of education. If you have crime is high in Caucasian areas due to what? Poverty. Same thing with Jake. It's just more impoverished Jake than it is Esau. Therefore, the numbers are higher and they're warped because every Edomite don't go to jail. The point is that they know what causes violence and crime, but yet they rather fund money towards the police in aversion to solving the problem, okay? They know cigarettes cause cancer. Hey, you have a good night. They know that cigarettes cause cancer. They know that GMO foods cause cancer. All right? They know these things are harmful to the body, but yet they never attack that. As I did a lesson earlier, the leading cause of death, the two leading causes of death above this medical plannedemic in 2020 is heart attacks, I believe it's strokes, and cancer. You don't see a high amount of energy, a high amount of prudence, a high amount of urgency to resolve that issue. All right? Why not? Because they're making money off of that. All right? Why are they going so crazy behind this medical relief? They may say, oh, the reason why we're not going that hard behind cancer is because cancer isn't doing this all in 1 year, and it's like over a period of time. This is more instant. It's still a death is a death, okay? And to solve this, you could just have everybody stay inside and shut all this down like these other countries did that got clear of this pandemic, right? But no, you want to make money. There's no money in having everybody stay inside and you pumping money to them to make sure that their necessities are met. All right, it's more money in this medical relief medication, pumping it to these other countries, selling it to these other countries, millions and millions, really billions of dollars worth of medication being pumped into these countries. This is pretty much biochemical warfare that's going on to the citizens of this own country and the people of the world, you know. So, you know, us being men and women of the Lord, man, again, this is a beautiful time because the Lord will protect us. Going to Sirach chapter 2, name any who trusted in the Lord and was confounded. That's why this is a beautiful time. That's why in this pivotal time, we are in a good state as Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who endure this truth, okay? That's why you got to be wary of these false prophets telling you that these miracles aren't miracles. You know, just like these prophecies are ramping up, the prophets are ramping up, these false prophets will do it, whether knowingly or unknowingly. They're going to come just as hard as we will. The false prophets will come just as hard to knock you off your pivot, and the prophets will come just as hard to keep you on your pivot. All right. So with that being said, you know, he that endureth unto the end shall receive everlasting salvation. You know what I'm saying? So endure, Akim, stay strong. You know, can't even say don't fold, but you know, let's increase our faith. Let's keep pushing, keep our integrity, and endure to the end. Hey, shalom.